The KR Bros are pissed, and because they're pissed, we're getting a free 40 or 50 pulls on the limited banner, I believe, because of all this drama. And for those of you wondering, why are the KR Bros pissed? Well, that's because of your boy Owen, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl, aka there's nothing left when I'm around, aka I'm the Pimp Daddy Pimp Man, aka I'm the Pimp Master P, and I ain't leaving no scraps for nobody. That's your boy Owen, and he has turned into a Giga Chad and is not playing any games with nobody. But all jokes aside, let's get into it for real. So Director Kim, the person who's in charge of Epic 7 and Chaos Zero Nightmare, did a live stream a few hours ago apologizing to the Korean Bros about a whole bunch of different things that they were upset about. One of the main things being the story, and about Owen taking all the spotlight from the main protagonist and taking all the girls. They did not like that at all. Since the live event wasn't translated into English or there was no subtitles, inFAMOUSJakey right here did us a huge favor and translated the whole live event for us to dissect and read together. So let's break this down and see what we got. Shout outs to inFAMOUSJakey, you killed it, brother. So first off, service and gameplay issues. Developers acknowledge unstable service, including payment errors and gacha related bugs involving Prism gacha and other issues. So basically I heard that I guess people were able to manipulate the system and get duplicates of characters or something on the wish system, or something along those lines. I haven't really seen any videos of it, but that is what I heard from some of the community members going around. Other gameplay issues have negatively impacted player enjoyment. The dev team emphasizes that they are working urgently to resolve all issues. So yeah, like the localization, some of that stuff is really bad. For example, there's a card for Ren in the game for one of her epiphanies with the drawing slash. It says this card can be used, and we all know that is definitely a translation error there for some reason, and they are trying to fix that and work on all the bugs and kinks so they can fix these problems and work on other things as well that are holding back the game a bit. And because of those localization issues and the translation stuff being wrong, some players are not really enjoying the game because of that. Most of us are just like, okay, they're gonna fix it down the line, we can look over it. But for other people, that's a make or break for them for the game. So they're really trying to iron that out and make sure that they clean that up. As an apology, 10 free pulls will be distributed daily for a set period. The CEO stated, even if it hurts our sales, we'll take the risk. This is our commitment to keep this game alive. And hey, I'll take it. 10, however many free pulls, is it 40, 50? I don't know, whatever it is. Hey, it's free and I'll take it. I ain't complaining at all. I love that. I think that's great. 2. Storyline and writing direction. Apology for the unsatisfying tone and narrative structure. People were looking for this game to be a more dark, gloomy, sinister type of vibe, and they're feeling like it's too happy-go-lucky sometimes. The vibes don't match with the environment. There's too much brightness and stuff in the game that makes it stand out more instead of it being like gloomy and dull. So people are still complaining about those things. The main character MC felt sidelined and disconnected from other characters. So yeah, I do definitely agree with that, because the MC in this story is just like what they said on the sidelines. He's just watching the other characters have their dialogue, and we're invisible, so we can't see what we look like. And because of that, that kind of takes away from the MC's presence in the story. People are looking for the MC to be more involved in the story. They're looking for him to be the one to talk to the characters, not Owen taking all the spotlight and talking to everybody and stealing the moment, stealing the spotlight from them. They don't like that. At least that's what the Korean Bros were saying. Relationships and player engagement through the story were poorly handled. I did listen and read the dialogue and everything for the story up to, I believe, chapter 3. But after that, I started skipping around a bit because I wasn't that interested. It didn't catch my attention, and I was mainly just wanting to play the game. And I believe most people think that the story is kind of mid. It's not the best thing ever, but in time they could make it even better. It's just right now it's not the best, and we all understand that. We all agree with that as a whole. But for the Korean bros, that's a deal breaker for them because they want more engaging story. They want the MC to be the main protag. They want to be the ones to get the girl because they're spending a lot of money on this game. They want to feel like they're the ones getting the girl at the end of the day. Not Owen, not whoever else, but they want to be the main guys getting the girls. The CEO took personal responsibility, admitting that his interference limited the writers' creativity, leading to talented writers leaving the team. So I guess there is more like politics behind why those guys left. I'm not sure why, but I'm not gonna look too deep into that part. If you want more information on that, you can watch other content creators that talk a little bit more about it, like Samuel, Amsu, and a whole bunch of other phenomenal content creators. So I'll link their videos in the description below so you can check them out if you're curious about more details on the drama or more details about this information. Remaining writers are working to rebuild the story from scratch. The MC will now be the true center of the story. Certain characters and scenes will be rewritten or adjusted. Main story chapters 1 through 5 will be remade and fully redubbed with voice actors by next year. Global localization was also recognized as inconsistent, which is true, and will be improved. That's great. So I think my main concern with them spending so much time on this, I think that's gonna take away from them putting more time and efforts into other parts of the game, like the gameplay loop and all that good stuff that we really enjoy, because they're going to be focusing on redoing that story, making sure that it's better and all that. I hope that they're able to get some other people in or something to work on it, but that might be highly unlikely with budgeting and all that stuff. So I just hope that they can just make progress with how the game is right now, because it's enjoyable, so enjoyable and so addicting right now. And I just hope that they don't lose sight of that, because they're so worried about this unnecessary nothing burger. To me, it's a nothing burger of a drama. They start to lose sight of what's important and what really matters about the game, what makes the game fun, what makes the game interesting. The core concept of the game is great, it's phenomenal. It's one of the best things I ever seen so far in the gacha game, and I really enjoy it. And I'm scared that we might lose that because they might spend too much time focusing on the story aspect and redubbing it just to please, not saying the Korean audience is a smaller audience, but to please a smaller different demographic, just to make them happy, you know. But we'll see what happens. I am kind of worried about that, and I hope they are able to balance that out and have some type of system or something where they can not lose track of that core concept of the game. 3. Q&A highlights. MC's power and loop ability. Frequently changes made the story inconsistent. The new storyline will showcase the MC's full potential. Okay, that sounds good. Character relationships and coupling. Acknowledge that the story gave the wrong impressions of relationships. Future updates will allow better character bonding and development. Okay, that's awesome. I'm sure they'll love that. Work environment and leadership. The CEO admitted repeated over-involvement in the story caused harm to the development progress. Looks like the CEO is taking everything on the chin. CEO is standing on business. He's not messing around. At least he's taking accountability for everything, so I gotta give him props for that. And he's not like sidelining everything or putting all the pressure on the team. He's like, look, it's me, I did it, I'm the one who's wrong, come at me, don't come at them. Because I guess during that live stream for the KM Bros, they were really aggressive in the comment section, and man, Chaos Zero Nightmare went from, man, this is the most praised game, to dumpster fire for some reason. Not saying that the game is bad, but for the KM Bros, it's a dumpster fire and a drama fest for them. But for us over here in the global side, at least from what I've seen, we all been loving the game, besides the localization, all that stuff. But we still love the game despite all those flaws that it has. we still love it and we're still addicted and we still keep going. We're like, yeah, we don't know what probably most of half of these cars mean, but hey, the game is so good, we still gonna keep playing. Fuck it. And that's the beauty of that game. The core concept is just great. So build off of that. Work on that. Feminist controversy. Reiterated that the team does not support any ideological agenda. Promise content adjustments to ensure players can simply enjoy the game without such concerns. Character story translation. Ren. Localization inconsistency was a test error. The team will align it with the Japanese version and ensure parity in future translations. From what I heard about that is Ren says a line about marriage or something, and I guess for us over here, or the translation for our CN translation or something like that is like, oh, we're gonna be together or something like that, or maybe that's the Korean translation, we're gonna be together, but it doesn't say that we're gonna be married. So they're mad that they're not being married to Ren. They're mad that they're just a couple. They want to be more than just friends. They want to be more than that. They're trying to go to the third base. Affinity system. Now this definitely needed some work because it's so hard to get affinity in this game. Current difficulty and knowledge first major update will reduce the grind and make it easier to increase affinity, which is great because the only way to really get infinity is with those cakes or with the with that coffee drink. And the main thing that's bad about that system is that we need more of it, which is why they've been giving us like 3 cakes in the mail every day to make up for that, but that's still nowhere near enough to compensate for how much we need to get past those missions, because when you get to a certain point, you have to get like past 5 infinity, and then I think it was 11, then 15 or something like that. You got to get to a certain cap, and you can't go past that until you reach that certain threshold. And that's the most like frustrating part about it. But I'm glad they're going to be working on it and making it easier for us to get it, which is great. That's a good plus. AI art rumors. Address rumors about AI usage. The team assured they are committed to transparency and quality control. I guess for me, if they're using AI art, I don't really mind it. I have nothing against it, but I know that's a deal breaker for some people, and I guess Korea, that's a big deal breaker for them. I think they're anti-AI stuff over there, and I saw some messages from the team too saying that they do not use AI on there. They do not use AI art at all, and I don't know if it's true or not, but if they did, they said it would be exposed by now. I think that AI art is fine for me personally, but I know it's a deal breaker for some people, so we'll see how that goes. They do have different artists working on it, so if people see stuff that's like the sketch is different from this sketch is different from that, they have multiple artists working on these characters to draw them, and it's not just one singular artist. There's different people drawing the characters, so everybody has their own like type of style to it, so can't really fault them for that. Business model BM. Pricing model was based on being 30% cheaper than Genshin Impact, but they will still increase event rewards to improve player satisfaction. I think that even if it's 30%, Genshin Impact's pricing model is definitely predatory, and they are looking to get as much money as they can. And nowadays, the 50-50 thing is like, everybody's like so fed up with that. Everybody's so done with that. We're tired of losing 50-50s and spending our hard-earned money on something that we can't even, on a character that we can't even guarantee and get. And I think if they just get away from that 50-50 model, that's even better for the game. I think that'll get more players interested, and that's probably why most players probably stop playing, because, or probably even never considered because of that 50-50. So getting rid of that will be, amazing. And 30% cheaper is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about the 30% cheaper, but I think that if they just got rid of the 50-50 in general, I think that's a good way forward for all of us and for the company as well. Chaos mode and gameplay improvements. Yes. Now this is the core bread and butter. Future updates will bring major system and mode enhancements. Delayed response since launch. So I'm guessing they're talking about they haven't posted, at least I haven't seen anything posted on their Twitter page, and the last time they posted was October 29th, and it's what, November 3rd, and they haven't posted anything since then. We definitely need way more communications on what's going on, because sometimes the game would they would have to close the game down for like maintenance or something like that, and there was nothing on their page telling us about like what's going on, the different crashes, the updates that they were fixing, the patches, all this stuff. We had no information. We're left in the dark, and we're like, okay, what's happening? And there's always, I don't know if I'm the only one that's getting this, but that white bar that pops up, and when you're in the middle of a game, it just pops up and it just keeps gyrating, and you can't like play the game. I'm like, bro, what is happening right now? It would be nice to have more communication, for them to talk to us about what's going on, talk to us about what they're trying to do, and hopefully they can post more on the Inside over here for us, so we can know more information and stay up to date on what they're doing with the game. Developers were forced on fixing critical launch bugs causing slow communication. They tend to hold more lives like this to listen directly to player feedback. I think that's good. I think that's great. More live and more communication is awesome. That gives us a chance to talk with them so they can hear what our concerns are, and move about it from there. I'm just kind of scared that they'll listen too much and like change everything from people who, I wouldn't say people who really don't care about the game, but I would say that people who are just voicing random concerns. I would say just take all of that kind of with a grain of salt and figure out who your core audience is, and then try to go about it from there. I just don't think they should just change everything just because people are asking to change a lot of stuff. I think the main things that are holding back the game does need to be changed, but other than that, I don't think they should change anything else. Closing remarks. The CEO concluded, "My heart aches for the dev team. Please don't be too harsh on them. The fault lies with me. I won't run away. I'll stay and rebuild your trust. This is my promise to continue with Chaos Zero Nightmare." And I think that was a good post. That was a good post from the CEO, and he's really trying. I feel like he's really trying his best to make up for all those wrongdoings, and for me, that story stuff is just like a nothing burger for me. So there was no wrongdoing about that, but I feel like he's trying to make amends for everything that happened, and trying to, keep the community alive, keep the game alive, and keep making improvements to it so that we all can enjoy the game together as a whole. But I'll leave this post in the description down below from inFAMOUSJakey. Thank you again for translating that. I appreciate that. If you guys want to read it for yourself, you can check out that link. Go give him a like, subscribe to him. He's great. Let me just subscribe right now. Subscribe. Yep, and that's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Korean drama. Do you think it was a nothing burger? Do you think it holds what they're saying holds merit and holds impact to the game, or are they just being over picky and asking for too much? You guys let me know what you think, and remember, stay strong, stay real, and keep shining. I'll see y'all in the next one.